Steelix is the 7th boss of the Lunar New Year 2020-25 event in PokeMMO. You're pretty much going to have to go spelunking into a cave. I recommend Mount Moon. You can fly directly to it via the Poke Center in between Pewter and Celadon, or Cerulean rather. And then you go in the first ladder as you go up and to the right. So first ladder, then followed all the way down to the raid den. The other ones are a bit more difficult from my memory. You'll have to figure them out yourself if you're stuck in those or you don't have Kanto unlocked. The mechanics for this fight are pretty straightforward. Basically, it's a hazards fight with multiple roars at the end. So the only thing that you really need to do is defog twice at some point, probably after the Stealth Rock. And what that'll do is it'll enable your fire types. Sun is my recommendation here. It'll enable your fire types to have enough longevity being roared in and out to still do extra damage. You're a little bit starved for damage. You might be able to get away with not defogging, but I think it's a little bit safer too. So my recommendation is Sun. Water has the disadvantage of needing the accuracy bonus, though the defogs do take care of that. It's really what you have. If you happen to have a rain team, do that. I think most people have a Sun team. So Sun is my recommendation for y'all. For its moveset, Earthquake, Head Smash, Iron Head, and Double Edge. If you're running Sun offense, it's probably clicking Earthquake most of the time, though their moveset doesn't really play all much of that factor in the fight. And getting into the battle, I had the UI bug out. It's got stuck on Steelix throughout a bunch of shards. If you have this happen to you, you can just log in and out quickly. The same goes for if you lose the catch screen because of a disconnect and you're just in front of the shrine and you're sobbing because you think you have to do the raid over again, just log in and out really quickly. It should put you back into the catch screen. So we led Sun, we led Tailwind. You don't need Tailwind. Steelix is extremely slow. We just did that just in case there was a random mechanic, who knows. But you can just save your Murkros for defog. The damage cap is 6%. As you can see, I left Twitch chat up. I have been streaming a little bit more recently, so if you want to check that out, I'll put the twitch.tv in the description for the video. But otherwise, pretty much most fire types are doing damage cap. Darmanitan will do it with choice band cap, so that's an option. You'll want to be mindful of your fire flying types, especially with the Stealth Rock. So you do want to get the 2 defogs off, and don't do what I do here, which is bring your Charizard in below 50% health into Stealth Rock, because what happens is it just dies. Fun fact though, it just lets you pick a new mon. It's a bit forgiving in that regard. I don't lose a turn from it, so I just put my Chandelure right in, and then that takes the 25%. So here at this point, it's better to defog. We don't really get the defogs off until late, and that saves us. So you probably want to get those defogs off as soon as possible, and that will save a lot of chip damage on your fire types. Rain also definitely works for this. So if you have Rain, if you've got a Blastoise, a Gym on team, you'll just have to coordinate. It's going to be really tough on solo queue because you're going to have to pick one or the other, and it might just be a forfeit go next. If you've got Sun and someone else has Rain, that'll be a bit challenging. So that's something you'll have to keep in mind. It does have very high defense, so I don't know if fighting would work as an offense or ground. Your ground special attackers might work well if you had any of your Nidoqueens, Nidokings, Flygons that you use for Ampharos. Might work well as a slot in case you need them. Also has the benefit, especially if you're solo queuing, of being neutral to either weather type. So that's something to consider. Heatran works well too if you have it, as you can see it on screen. We do get the defog off there. We're able to get rid of the hazards, and that enables us to actually beat the boss. I think we have a Volcarona come in at half health, so had we not gotten rid of the Stealth Rock, we might not have beat the boss, but we did it first try. You can probably do it first try as well. Really not all that challenging of a 4-star, though it is exciting to see that we got a 4-star. So that lends me to believe that we'll be seeing more difficult raids coming to us throughout the event. So good luck with Steelix, and I will see you in the next video.